Kelly again. Um, it is February 1st. It is the beginning of February, and I want to talk about the GOP bill. I want to talk about how President Obama talks about how he's going to bring, if it's made in America, then it's made great, and we put pride into it, but we don't. And that doesn't have anything to do with this bill. This bill is going to allow him to raise taxes, cut out the middle class, make it even harder for us to find jobs, and to allow these coal mines and all these other government operations to keep putting hazardous chemicals and waste into our air and our food and not caring about the repercussions on our children, on our nieces and nephews, on our future, on our world, and on their future, in their future world. They're going to destroy it before they even have it. The government's going to destroy it before our futures, the ones we and our families are creating, my beautiful nieces, they're not going to get to be raised in that. They're going to be raised in a state that has conformity and restrictions and oppression. I mean, they're not going to. I want my niece is a beautiful, healthy 3-year-old little girl. Beautiful. She's very outspoken. She has this creative mind, and it's gonna be cut off. She's gonna be raised that she can't think like that. She has to think how the government thinks, and if she even questions it, what's gonna happen to her? They just passed a bill or a law, or they're trying to make it where they can abduct people and just drop them in black holes to get rid of them. Is that what's gonna happen to me? Is that what's going to happen to my family? My niece, when she's 5 years old and she asks a simple question like, Aunt Kelly, why can't I go outside and play? Or why can't I do this? Something a little kid should be able to do. Why can't I go to the beach? And how am I going to answer her? If I'm even around, how am I going to answer her? Because our government said so? Because we know capitalism is wrong and we didn't do anything about it when we had the chance? When we have our numbers? That is our biggest... There, that is our biggest threat to the government, is our numbers. And our numbers are growing. They are taking polls in each state, and each state is saying the exact same thing. We're not going to vote for them. I'm not. I'm either, it's Ron Paul or no one. Ron Paul had the right views from the get-go when he was preaching in Congress in Texas about the exact same issues we're bringing up today. Years ago, before any of it was even arisen, and it was a thought in our head, he preached about this. And you know what? When he was governor, or when he was Congress in Texas, things were good when I lived there. You didn't like, you got charged for medical bills at the ER, but you weren't forced to pay them. You weren't forced to pay them. You have the right to bear arms as long as you're not a felon, which I think that is perfectly reasonable. Like, things are good in Texas. They were good. He was doing the right thing. So why won't we let him do it for our country? I truly believe this man is uncorruptible. He is the most just man in the world. He's Thomas Jefferson remade. Like, he is what we need. And I am going to stand, I am going to preach, and I am going to vote for him every day until I don't have any breath left in me, or until they take my breath away, because they can take my rights away. In their eyes they can, but in my eyes I will still have them, and I will always speak out, and I will always step up, and I will not be afraid, because I know I might get hurt, but I'm willing to do that. I truly am, because this is what we need. And we don't need Obama. We don't need him telling us lies and feeding us this and that and what he thinks we want to hear, so that he can justify how capitalism in our country is right. It's everywhere we look. Would you like an example? Okay. I was taking my friend to a job interview over in Maspeth, the packing district, Brooklyn, I guess you could say. And as I'm sitting there, I notice a real time realtors New York City sign, and I'm seeing them everywhere, literally everywhere. Now let me paint this picture for you. It's a picture of New York, right, with the new tower, that new tower we're gonna see, that really tall one. I can't think of the name, but it has the Illuminati spirit. That's exactly what it is, an Illuminati symbol. Yeah, it has that. And at the very top, it has a red lightning bolt coming down from it with a huge circle around it. How is that not capitalism? Aren't these the same images we were seeing when the Holocaust happened? When Hitler was taking Jews in, weren't these signs there too in his neo-Nazi camps? But they're every day for us and we're not seeing them. This isn't right, guys. We need to open our eyes. We need to see this. Please, please just look. Just look everywhere. Well, that's all for now. I gotta go. Peace and love.